What's up, everyone? It is your girl, JL Beauty, the second year, aka Grace, and it's time for us to talk about this Electrip palette from Melt Cosmetics. So, y'all remember I did the video on why you don't need this palette, but I'll link it up above here. But I told y'all I was gonna get it because we all know I'm a Melt connoisseur, if you will, and I bought just about every palette they come out with. It's rare I don't buy a palette. I think I didn't buy the Rust, and it was one other one. It's Rust and something else. It was two neutral palettes they came out with. That wasn't the brunette one that I didn't buy because I just wasn't feeling it. But, you know. Anyway, back to this palette. So here's what the packaging looks like. So, I don't know. It looks cooler online than it does when you, like, get it in person. The packaging, at least. I'm kind of disappointed by it just looking at it. I'm just like, oh, okay. It's kind of bland. But it's not like they have exciting packages in general anyway. So I don't know why I'm acting like I'm surprised. Okay, so here's what the palette looks like on the inside. Like I said, I feel like it just looks similar to the other palettes that I showed y'all in the beginning. Now, I actually feel like it's more matching the palette from Ace Beaute than I thought it would. Now that I have both of them, y'all see what I'm saying? Like, it literally has this green and blue row right here, and then if you cover this up, it literally has like the reddish orange row right here, and the purple and the stuff is just extra. So it's like if I cut off this last row, matter of fact, let me do that. Hold please. See, if you cut off the top row, I feel like it's the same palette. So did I really need this? No. Did I get it for science like Angie likes to say? Yes. Yes, I did. I bought it for science. Mind your business. So now I'll put it aside the Vita and let you see what it looks like alongside that one, and then I'll show it with the blueprint, and then we'll call it a day. But I feel like it's really similar to that one too. See? That's these two. So this is the one I filmed with alongside the blueprint palette. I'll show blueprint alongside for the blue part in a moment. But see what I'm saying? Like a lot of the colors in here look pretty similar. And then we'll put blueprint up here for the blue side. So I'll probably just cover up the reds and the peachy orange shades and just put the blue palette on top of there just so you can get an idea of the blues with it. So yeah, let's just do it like this. Without those on there, this is what they look like together. So yeah, I definitely didn't use that at all. Like, I did not need it. I'm hoping it wows me. I kind of want to redo the look that I did with the two Melt palettes just to see if it's going to wow me in that regard. But at the same time, I'm like, you already saw that look, so we don't want to do it again. So y'all can comment down below and tell me if you want me to do that. And maybe we can do like an old school versus new school where I like put these two older palettes with this palette and try to recreate the look to see if it would literally be exactly the same or not. But yeah, let me zoom you in real quick and keep like, girl, this palette was $54 or $58, but they're having a 30% off sale right now, so I actually got it with the 30% off coupon, so I was excited about that. But yeah, it's not wowing or exciting me, I guess because they have done these colors so many times over, so I'm kind of just like but I'm gonna go off camera and get my life in order. Y'all know I'm gonna have to use the shade Strawberry Fields just because it's red and it's in there. It's gorgeous. I might use this blue as well. I'm trying to give you a different look than the one I already did, which is kind of hard because I used the good majority of everything so you could see that you didn't need it. So I'm thinking I might just do a cool tone blue green smoky eye moment and then like run the red and do the orange in the inner corner or something, because since those are the main colors in the palette, I want to like utilize all the fun colors that we know I would normally use anyway. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm gonna go off camera and do it, then I'm gonna come back. So I'll be right back. Okay y'all, so this is what I came up with. I kind of tried to dig into some of the deeper shades that I didn't use when we did the dupe with these two palettes. But I did swatch both these palettes on my arm so you can see how true to color the colors were that I was talking about. So I swatched the Vita palette first, and then the new palette, and then I swatched the blueprint palette first, and then the other one. So here we go. So Vita, Electrip, Vita, Electrip, Vita, Electrip, and so on and so forth. And then all the blue ones are the as you can see, it's the blueprint, then the Electrip, blueprint, Electrip. This is supposed to be the dual chroma shade that shifts from blue to purple, and then these two shades down here. So I swatched everything so you could see it, and this is what I decided to go with on the eye for today. I'll do something different tomorrow, but so far I don't know, I'm just not excited about this palette. I think it's because I already did the look with the other palette, And that's why I'm kind of just like, oh, we're trying to do the same color story again. And I try not to do that with like warm mixing with cool. I prefer to just use like cool or just use warm. So I don't know if that's it or if it's just like I'm not excited about this because I like from the time I've opened it, I'm just not excited about this palette, y'all. And I feel sad because it's like Melt was one of the first brands I thought was really fun, cool, and unique, and I liked about them. But it's like now it's kind of like I feel like I'm playing the same palette over and over and over again. And I'm just kind of like, it is cute or whatever, but like, don't I have this in like 3 other palettes from you? Like, I literally just showed 2 other palettes, and I have the palette from a whole nother brand that's like the exact same colors. So it's like, I'm not excited. I'm gonna start off with the peachy shade though, because that's what I started on this eye. So we just gonna have this underneath the brown and dust around. But yeah, y'all, this is gonna be much of an exciting eye look, and I'm not really excited. So I'm filming some newer content for y'all. I filmed my top 5 favorite vanilla perfumes, because y'all know I live for vanilla smelling perfume moments. So I did 5 of those. And then I did my top 5 of that. The funny thing is I got a set in the bathroom of vanilla perfumes I still haven't tried yet, that I bought during this last Sephora sale, that I still have not yet to try out. So I'm like, I need to take it home so I'll actually try it out, because otherwise I don't see me trying it out. But I'm like, if I take it home, I feel like I will. So I need to go ahead and do that, and then I'll try that out this week. I want to do some more fragrance content. I know some of y'all said y'all was okay with it, so I'm like, I brought a couple of more sets of fragrance to try out. I'm gonna take the blue now from this palette and put on the lower lash line. I like this peachy blue situation. I kind of liked it like that with the peachy blue and then the turquoise, but I wanted to use as many colors as I could, and I knew I had to use the dual chrome just for doing it. There's dual chrome or multi-chrome, whatever you want to call this shade in the palette. So I was like, we have to try it out. So, oh, also I bought the multi-chromes from ColourPop because they having that sale where you get, you get $10 off of purchase $40. And so those were $40, so I got them down to 38, so I was happy about that. But with like the taxes or whatever, they went back up to like 40 something. But I'm like, you know, that works. I didn't want to pay almost $50 for 4 dual chromes, and I might not like the formula. So I was like, if I get it on a deal, I'll go ahead and get it. So I got it on the deal, and I went ahead and got it. So now I'm gonna take the shade Reefer. That's the dark cool tone brown shade for the outer V. I noticed they'll do that. Like, they won't give you, well, sometimes they'll give you deep colorful mattes, but this go around they decide they need to give you like a cool tone neutral brown. And I hate when brands do that. Like, if it's supposed to be a colorful palette, like, give me a colorful deep tone shade. Don't give me like this boring neutral deep tone shade. So I'm not liking that either. So moving on forward, using this palette, I'll probably use like what do you call it, the colorful shades on the outer V, like I did when I did the look initially with the red for the other palette, just because I didn't want to use a neutral shade. But I figured if we use a neutral shade in here just so you could see how it performs. So I wasn't necessarily excited to use it. It was just more of a, I felt like you need to see the difference in the tones on my eyes versus the one I swatched. And I didn't want to like remake basically the look I had already done. We want to use some other shades in this palette. So that was my idea behind doing this. So I was like, okay, cool. So now we're gonna go to the other 2 shades. Y'all know I had to use the blue and the red though, just to see if they were gonna be similar. So I'm gonna go into the blue shade now. And just, but I definitely will say I like the look I did better with the Vita and Blueprint palettes. Just because I feel like they gave more, you know, oomph to the look, if you will. But I decided to just go ahead and do like a warm tone, cool tone mix. So I figured the peach and the red could be the warm tones we use, and then like the cool tones we use obviously are the blues and the deep tone shade. So this red shade is called Strawberry Fields. Kind of blending it towards the front of the eye. I didn't want to try to use too many mattes in the crease, plus there weren't that many colorful fun mattes to use. That weird sparkly shade, like it's a weird sparkly shade called Saturn. It looks like it has pigment to it, but the color, but it's like when you actually swatch it out, it doesn't have any like pigment to it. It's really weird. I think I swatched it in front of my hand for you all to see. Yeah, this one right here. It's just, I don't know, it's like this weird ethereal like topper-ish type shade they tried to do. Can you even see it? Oh yeah, this is right here. It's just like a weird topper. So I just rubbed it in the inner corner to give like some extra sparkle, but I don't feel like it does too much of anything. And then it feels like it's trying to do hard pan just because I had swatched it a couple of times to pick enough up to give you all the swatch. So I wasn't liking that either. That's another thing, I don't like swatch like products because I feel like it gives hard pan when I swatch it, and I don't like that. And I'd be scared. And then as you can see, there's fallout because there's this blue on my nose that wasn't there when I, you know, initially put on my makeup. So I'm gonna have to try to fix that when I go in the bathroom to put on the eyeliner for this look. Right now I'm just trying to wipe it off with this brush right here, so it's not directly sitting on my nose. But yeah, so that has fallen out on top of it, but I'm not necessarily crazy about it, like it. So so let's take the glitter glue now and cut, and then we'll start on the shimmer. So what I did was I took the green shade, I took this taupey shade right here and put that in the back. I took the green, put it in the middle, put the dual chrome toward the front, and then I just took these two shades right here for the inner corner. So that's what we're working on. But let's go ahead and cut the glitter glue, and then we can put this all over the lid. Onto the shimmers. Like I said, I'm gonna start off with the taupey shade called Far Out, and just put it right here. We started with that, then I put the nice little green shade in the middle. It's called Magic Mush. And you can use the code Magic Mush to get 30% off this palette right now. If you're going to go ahead and purchase over this weekend, they're having a sale for 30% off on their website, and it includes this new collection, so which I definitely have thoughts about. But we're going to talk about it once I actually get done with this eye. But yes, I put the little green toward the middle. Y'all know I like to have the little wannabe shifts to it, and I feel like the taupe with the green was a good choice to give the transition, because when you turn this way it's taupe, but then you turn and it's green. So I'm here for it, I'm feeling it. So now we can take Galactic Love. That's the blue to purple shifting shade that I put toward the front of the eye. So it's gonna go ahead and the two loves together. And do you see a shift? But I don't feel like I see that much of a huge of a difference of shift in this. Even when I swatched it, I didn't feel like I saw a huge difference when it came to the shift. Let me go ahead and just kind of blend a little bit of the green in with this right here. Then I'll turn over, put a little bit more Galactic Love in there. Right up in here. I'm gonna take this brush and dust the bottom of it. And y'all know the drill. I'm gonna take a little more of that Strawberry Fields shade and just kind of bring it back to life and give a little bit more color for the front of the eye. What I would normally do. So we'll keep the same energy, girl. Now we're gonna take Head Trip. That's the orange shade. Just pop it in the inner corner real quick, like. Quick and cute. And then I'm gonna go on that shade Saturn. I talked about that. I feel like it serves no purpose and it's just waste space because it's like a topper thing, but I don't know, I'm not impressed by what it's giving, so it's just like like you're cute or whatever, but you know, like if I had to choose, I wouldn't choose you. You'd be the last shade I choose type vibes is what it's giving for me personally. Look back on up now that we're done, and I gave you all these cute little swatches of the palette and talk about my thoughts. So to me it's just mediocre. I hate to say, like, but I don't know, I'm not impressed by the formulas, I'm not impressed by the colors, I'm not impressed by the little wannabe dual chrome. I'd have been more impressed if they had made this their shape shifter stack palette Hopefully we'll get that for the holidays or something, or they'll eventually come out with it, because I'd have been more impressed with that. But this I'm not, because it's like I already have Vita, I already have Blueprint, I already have palettes that are similar. I showed y'all a whole nother palette that literally has the same identical color story that is less priced. So for the quality of it, I'm not necessarily feeling it. Back in the day, I was more for the quality of it and feeling it, but I know with this release, I'm just not impressed at all. Like, I'm glad I got it at a discount, or else I'd be even more mad. I don't know what it is. It's just not, it's not giving me anything that I'm missing out on. I mean, y'all saw the swatch on my hand. What is it giving that I'm missing from them already? Nothing. It's not giving anything I'm missing from them that I should be excited about this. So I'm not. I feel horrible saying that, because like they've been one of my favorite brands for years, but it's like I feel like they're not flowing with the changes of the time and the way makeup goes very well. And they're trying to depend on their reputation of, you know, being melt. And it's like, it's nice that you're melt, but I need melt to do new things. This either further makes me think more about that video I said, where are they turning into Urban Decay, which I'll try to link up there. But it's like, that's what I'm feeling like. I feel like you just becoming Urban Decay, where it's like you do the same things over again. And I'm supposed to be excited because I liked you back in the day, and there's that nostalgia. But it's like, this isn't impressing me. I have all these shades already from you. And that one duochrome thing, I don't even feel like is that great or that pigmented. So it's like, I don't see what I was supposed to be excited about. And I feel horrible saying that, because y'all know I've been riding with Melt for a long time. But it's like, I feel like we ride until we're close to where the wheel's about to fall off, and I just can't stay no more. Because it's like, I'm not impressed. It's just mediocre. With all the competition you have out here, I need you to bring your A game, and I don't feel like you brought it with this palette. But you know, that's my opinion. Maybe you see some other people who really like it and enjoy it, but it's like, I'd rather just use the Morte and the Blueprint that I showed you all, or tell you to buy the Ace Beaute and the new formula, and you'll get the same like look at a lesser price. So that's just how I feel about it. Now, the Ace Beaute one obviously doesn't have the duochrome, but it's like you can buy a duochrome from an indie brand and it'll be the same price as this palette and a duochrome. Like, if you bought this blue purple shifting shade from what do you call them, Terra Moons, and you just bought this palette and use Karen's discount code, because you can use, I forgot who has discount code for Terra Moons. I want to say Trend Mood has one. So it's like, if you use Trend Mood's code there and then you use Karen's code for Ace Beaute, it's like you get a the same palette pretty much, and you get more shades. So I just don't see the purpose of this palette, other than to keep following their 420 tradition of putting out a palette every year. But they didn't put out one last year, so I don't know what's going on. But I'm not gonna tell you to buy this, because I'm just not impressed enough. Just pull out your Morte and your pull out your Vita and your Blueprint, like I said, or pull out your Ace Beaute, what is this palette called, the Flare palette, and go on with your life, because this ain't it. Sorry, not sorry. I just don't think this was worth it for me. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't be too mad. Be blessed, girl. Bye.